Ladies and gentlemen, today I want to speak to the warrior inside each and every one of you. I want to talk about a power that's already within you, a force so unstoppable, so fierce, that once you tap into it, you'll no longer just survive, you'll dominate. That force? It's growth. Growth disrupts mediocrity and challenges the status quo because it forces you to leave behind what is comfortable and step into what is necessary. Mediocrity thrives in the safety of routine, in doing what has always been done without questioning its effectiveness or relevance. It exists in the shadows of complacency, where people settle for good enough rather than striving for extraordinary. Growth, on the other hand, shatters that illusion. It exposes the false security of comfort and demands that you aim higher, dig deeper, and stretch beyond what you thought possible. When you embrace growth, you're not just changing yourself, you're altering the world around you. People who are stuck in mediocrity often resist growth, not because they don't want to improve, but because it threatens their sense of stability. Growth makes people uncomfortable because it reminds them of what they could be doing but aren't. It challenges their belief systems, their habits, and their assumptions about what is possible. In this way, growth becomes a mirror that reflects the limitations of those who choose not to pursue it, and that reflection can be unsettling. At its core, growth is revolutionary. It disrupts the predictable patterns of life and injects energy, innovation, and transformation. It breaks the chains of the ordinary and paves the way for extraordinary achievements. People who commit to growth don't accept things as they are. They question, they innovate, and they take action. They refuse to stay stagnant, knowing that life's greatest opportunities often lie on the other side of discomfort. This mindset doesn't just affect individuals, it influences entire systems, communities, and organizations. When you grow, you inspire others, but you also make them uneasy. This isn't a bad thing. Disruption by its very nature creates resistance. Not everyone will cheer for your progress. In fact, some may actively try to hold you back because your growth forces them to confront their own stagnation. They see in you what they wish they had the courage to pursue, and that can provoke envy, fear, or even hostility. However, these reactions are not about you. They are about the limitations they've placed on themselves. Growth challenges the status quo by introducing the idea that things don't have to remain the way they are. It gives you the power to rewrite your story, to change the narrative of what's possible in your life. This disruption is what sets leaders apart from followers, visionaries apart from critics, and achievers apart from dreamers. It's not just about personal transformation, it's about creating a ripple effect that impacts everything and everyone around you. The status quo exists to keep things predictable and manageable. It's a system designed to maintain order, but it often does so at the expense of progress. Growth, however, demands chaos before order. It shakes up the foundation of what is to build something better. That's why it's so powerful and so dangerous. It's a force that can't be contained because it's fueled by possibility and driven by purpose. And people addicted to growth are not bound by the rules that govern mediocrity. They see obstacles as opportunities, challenges as stepping stones, and failure as feedback. They are constantly evolving, and that evolution disrupts the comfort zones of those around them. This is why growth can feel lonely at times. It sets you apart, not because you're better than others, but because you're willing to do what others won't. Growth doesn't just change the individual, it changes the environment. It creates a ripple effect that can inspire transformation on a larger scale. By disrupting mediocrity, it paves the way for innovation, excellence, and achievement. It challenges the outdated belief that you should settle for less, and it opens the door to a life of purpose and possibility. Live on the vision's ability, we create the catalyst for the forward movement of disruption that is mammoth and fuels the global economy. Addiction to growth makes you unstoppable and uncontainable because it ignites a fire within you that cannot be extinguished. When growth becomes a driving force in your life, it alters the way you think, act, and respond to the world around you. It's no longer about avoiding failure or staying within the lines of what's safe and familiar. It's about pushing boundaries, testing limits, and constantly striving for more. Growth becomes a hunger, a deep desire to evolve and maximize your potential. And once you embrace that mindset, nothing can hold you back. An addiction to growth means you are always moving forward, no matter the circumstances. You stop waiting for the perfect moment or ideal conditions because you understand that growth happens in the midst of action. The pursuit of growth teaches you that progress is not linear and that setbacks are simply stepping stones toward a larger goal. This understanding makes you resilient, adaptable, and relentless. And that is the primary premise of this, is not stepping, not getting on and not stopping. You develop an inner strength that allows you to face challenges head on, knowing that every experience, good or bad, contributes to your evolution. When you become addicted to growth, you also become uncontainable because you refuse to fit into the molds that others try to impose on you. Society often places expectations and limitations on people, defining what success should look like and how it should be achieved. But when growth becomes your focus, you break free from those constraints. You no longer measure yourself by external standards or seek validation from others. Instead, you set your own benchmarks, define your own success, and carve your own path. This independence makes you unpredictable, and unpredictability is power. The unstoppable nature of someone addicted to growth lies in their ability to see opportunities where others see obstacles. While most people shy away from difficulties, growth-oriented individuals lean into them. Knowing that challenges are where the greatest lessons and transformations occur, this mindset not only sets you apart, but also gives you an edge in every area of life. You become the person who can adapt when circumstances change, innovate when solutions are needed, and persevere when the odds are stacked against you. Being uncontainable means that no one can put limits on your potential. People might try to label you, define you, or predict your trajectory, but they'll fail every time because you're constantly evolving. Growth makes you a moving target. What you achieve today is only the beginning of what you'll accomplish tomorrow. This continuous evolution makes it impossible for anyone to keep up with you, let alone confine you to a specific role or identity. Addiction to growth also makes you fearless in the face of criticism and doubt. When growth is your priority, you stop being concerned with pleasing others or conforming to their expectations. You realize that criticism is often a reflection of others' insecurities rather than a true assessment of your worth. This understanding frees you from the need for approval and allows you to stay focused on your journey and not what anyone other than yourself to decide your value in life and protect it. You become immune to negativity because your commitment to growth is stronger than any outside opinion. What truly makes you unstoppable is the realization that growth is infinite. There's no ceiling to what you can achieve or who you can become. Each milestone you reach is simply a stepping stone to the next level. This perspective keeps you in a constant state of motion, always seeking ways to improve, expand, and excel. While others may reach a point of satisfaction and stop, you keep going because you understand that the journey itself is the reward. An addiction to growth fuels a sense of purpose that is unshakable. It drives you to wake up every day with determination, to face challenges with courage, and to approach opportunities with enthusiasm. This energy is contagious, inspiring those around you to raise their own standards and pursue their own growth. It's not just about personal success. It's about creating a ripple effect that transforms the world around you. Fear of failure fades when growth becomes your focus because you begin to see failure through a completely different lens. Instead of viewing it as a dead end, you start to recognize it as a necessary part of progress. A teacher that sharpens your skills, strengthens your resolve, and guides you toward better outcomes. Growth requires action, and action often brings mistakes. But when your mindset shifts to prioritize growth, those mistakes stop being a source of shame or regret. They become opportunities for learning and self-improvement, and with that shift, the fear associated with failing begins to lose its grip on you. Failure only holds power over you when you allow it to define you. People who fear failure often let it paralyze them, keeping them from taking risks, pursuing opportunities, or stepping outside their comfort zones. But when you focus on growth, you realize that failure is not a reflection of who you are, it's a reflection of where you are. It's simply feedback, a signpost pointing out what didn't work and offering insights on how to move forward. This understanding liberates you from the fear of making mistakes because you know that each failure brings you closer to success. When you're addicted to growth, your perspective on challenges and setbacks shifts entirely. You stop asking, "What if I fail?" and start asking, "What can I learn?" This shift in focus transforms fear into curiosity. Instead of avoiding situations where failure is possible, you actively seek out challenges that stretch your abilities and push you to grow. You become willing to take calculated risks because you understand that growth doesn't happen in the safety of the familiar. It happens in the uncertainty of the unknown. Fear of failure diminishes because you begin to trust yourself and your ability to adapt. Growth teaches you resilience, the ability to bounce back from setbacks stronger and wiser than before. You develop confidence, not because you expect to avoid failure, but because you know you can handle it when it happens. This self-assurance frees you from the need to play it safe and encourages you to aim higher, dream bigger, and push beyond the limits you once thought defined you. Another reason fear of failure fades is that growth shifts your focus from outcomes to process. When you prioritize growth, success is no longer defined solely by the results you achieve. It's defined by the effort you put in, the lessons you learn, and the progress you make along the way. This mindset allows you to find value and meaning in the journey, even if the destination doesn't turn out as planned. It helps you see that failure is just a moment in time, not a permanent state, and that every step forward, no matter how small, is a victory in itself. Focusing on growth also changes the way you perceive others' opinions. Many people fear failure because they worry about how they'll be judged or perceived by those around them, but when growth is your priority, external validation becomes far less important. You stop measuring your worth by others' standards and start measuring it by your own progress. This inner focus makes you less concerned about criticism or judgment, allowing you to take bold actions without the weight of others' expectations holding you back. As you embrace growth, you begin to see that failure is not an obstacle. It's an integral part of the journey. It's the refining fire that strengthens your character, the test that sharpens your skills, and the experience that deepens your understanding. Every failure you encounter adds to your wisdom, preparing you for greater challenges and greater opportunities in the future. You start to view failure as a rite of passage, something that all successful people experience on their way to achieving greatness. When growth becomes your focus, fear loses its power because your priorities shift. You're no longer driven by the need to avoid pain or disappointment. You're driven by the desire to evolve and reach your full potential. This shift allows you to step into situations with courage and conviction, knowing that even if you stumble, you're still moving forward. You begin to approach life with a sense of adventure, embracing both the highs and the lows as essential parts of your journey. Progress, not perfection, is the ultimate source of power because it allows you to move forward without the heavy burden of unrealistic expectations. Perfection is an illusion, a standard that no one can truly attain, and yet many people waste their energy chasing it. When you shift your focus from perfection to progress, you free yourself from the paralysis that often comes with trying to get everything exactly right. Progress is tangible, achievable, and measurable. It's what drives momentum and builds confidence, and it's the foundation upon which true success is built. The pursuit of perfection often leads to inaction. People hesitate to start projects, take risks, or pursue opportunities because they're afraid of making mistakes or falling short of an ideal. This fear of imperfection creates stagnation and robs them of the chance to grow. Progress, on the other hand, invites you to take the first step, no matter how small or imperfect it might be. It reminds you that even a flawed action is better than no action at all, because every step forward brings you closer to your goals. Focusing on progress allows you to break big goals into smaller, more manageable steps. Instead of being overwhelmed by the enormity of what you want to achieve, you can concentrate on making consistent improvements day by day. This approach not only makes your goals feel more attainable, but also keeps you motivated as you celebrate each small victory along the way. Progress builds momentum, and momentum is a powerful force. Once you start moving, it becomes easier to keep going, and that consistent movement propels you toward greater accomplishments. When you prioritize progress, you also cultivate a growth mindset. You begin to see challenges and setbacks not as failures, but as opportunities to learn and improve. This mindset shift empowers you to keep going, even when things don't go as planned. Progress acknowledges that mistakes are a natural part of the journey, and that each misstep provides valuable insights. This perspective allows you to view obstacles as stepping stones rather than roadblocks, giving you the resilience to persevere through difficulties. Progress also fosters self-compassion. Perfectionism often comes with harsh self-criticism, as people berate themselves for not meeting impossible standards. This negative inner dialogue can be exhausting and demotivating, making it harder to move forward. When you focus on progress, you give yourself permission to be human, to make mistakes, and to grow at your own pace. You learn to appreciate your efforts and acknowledge how far you've come, rather than fixating on how far you still have to go. Another key benefit of focusing on progress is that it keeps you adaptable. Perfectionism tends to be rigid, demanding that everything go exactly as planned. When things don't align with those expectations, perfectionists often feel defeated or stuck. Progress, however, is flexible. It allows you to adjust your approach, pivot when necessary, and keep moving forward regardless of the circumstances. This adaptability is a source of strength because it ensures that you remain resilient in the face of change and uncertainty. Progress is also deeply empowering because it shifts the focus from external validation to internal fulfillment. Perfectionism often seeks approval from others, tying your sense of worth to how others perceive you. Progress, however, is about personal growth and improvement. It's about becoming better than you were yesterday, not about meeting someone else's standards. This internal focus gives you a sense of control over your journey and reinforces the idea that your value is not determined by external opinions. By focusing on progress, you create a positive feedback loop that reinforces your motivation and builds your confidence. Each small step forward proves to you that you are capable of change, capable of growth, and capable of achieving your goals. This sense of achievement fuels your determination to keep going, creating a cycle of continuous improvement. The more progress you make, ultimately progress is what leads to mastery. It's the process of consistently showing up, putting in the work, and making incremental improvements over time. Mastery is not achieved through one perfect action, but through countless imperfect actions that gradually build your skills, knowledge, and abilities. Progress teaches you patience, persistence, and the value of effort, all of which are essential for long-term success. Growth demands resilience, discipline, and relentless action because it is not a passive process, but an active pursuit that requires constant effort and determination. Growth is not something that happens by chance or through wishful thinking. It is a deliberate choice that must be made every day, often in the face of challenges, setbacks, and discomfort. It pushes you to go beyond your limits, to confront your fears, and to step into the unknown. This journey is not easy, but it is transformative, and it is only possible through the cultivation of resilience, discipline, and an unyielding commitment to action. Resilience is at the heart of growth because the path to improvement is rarely smooth. It is filled with obstacles, failures, and moments of doubt that test your resolve. Resilience is what allows you to keep going when things get tough, to bounce back from setbacks, and to find strength in adversity. It is the ability to maintain your focus and determination even when the odds are against you. Resilience is achieved by coming to terms not with weakness, but with strength. Resilience is what allows you to keep going when things get tough. Without resilience, the inevitable challenges of growth can feel insurmountable, but with it, every obstacle becomes an opportunity to prove your strength and deepen your resolve. Discipline is equally critical because growth requires consistent effort over time. It is not about short bursts of enthusiasm or occasional moments of inspiration. It is about showing up every day and doing the work even when you don't feel like it. Discipline is what keeps you moving forward when motivation wanes, and it is what ensures that your actions align with your goals. It is the daily commitment to your vision and the willingness to make sacrifices in the present for the sake of a better future. Discipline is what separates those who dream from those who achieve, because it transforms intentions into actions and actions into results. Relentless action is the engine that drives growth. It is the refusal to settle for mediocrity, the willingness to take risks, and the determination to keep pushing forward no matter what. Growth does not happen by standing still or waiting for the perfect moment. It happens through consistent, intentional effort. Relentless action means taking ownership of your journey and refusing to let excuses or external circumstances dictate your progress. It is the mindset that says, I will find a way, and the behavior that backs that mindset with unwavering persistence. The combination of resilience, discipline, and relentless action creates a powerful synergy that fuels growth. Resilience helps you recover from setbacks and stay focused on your goals. Discipline ensures that you maintain consistent effort, even in the face of distractions or challenges. Relentless action keeps you moving forward, pushing past limitations and striving for improvement. Together, these qualities create a foundation for sustained progress and long-term success. But growth also demands that you embrace discomfort, because true transformation rarely happens within the confines of your comfort zone. It requires you to take on challenges that stretch your abilities, to face fears that hold you back, and to endure the discomfort of change. Resilience, discipline, and relentless action are what enable you to navigate this discomfort and come out stronger on the other side. They give you the tools to persevere through difficult times and the confidence to tackle even greater challenges in the future. The journey of growth is not just about achieving external success. It is about becoming the person who is capable of achieving it. Resilience teaches you strength and adaptability. Discipline instills focus and commitment, and relentless action develops courage and determination. These qualities are not just tools for growth. They are the essence of it. They shape who you are and define how you show up in the world. Growth also requires a deep sense of purpose, because resilience, discipline, and relentless action are not easy to maintain without a clear vision of what you are working toward. Purpose provides the why behind your efforts, the reason you are willing to endure challenges and make sacrifices. It gives you a sense of direction and a source of motivation that keeps you going, even when the journey feels difficult or uncertain. With purpose as your guide, resilience, discipline, and relentless action become not just necessary but meaningful. Ultimately, growth is a choice to rise above challenges, to push through discomfort, and to pursue a life of greater meaning and fulfillment. It is a decision to embrace resilience, cultivate discipline, and commit to relentless action as the cornerstones of your journey. These qualities do not come easily, but they are worth the effort, because they unlock the potential within you and open the door to a life of limitless possibilities. When you commit to grow, you begin to attract opportunities that align with your efforts and mindset. Growth is not just about what you do, it's about who you become in the process. As you evolve, so does the energy you project, and that energy has a magnetic quality. The more you invest in yourself, the more you signal to the world that you are ready for bigger challenges, greater responsibilities, and new possibilities. This shift in your inner state creates a ripple effect that draws opportunities toward you in ways that might seem almost serendipitous. Opportunities are often a reflection of readiness. When you are stagnant, complacent, or unwilling to grow, you project a lack of preparedness for new challenges. However, when you commit to growth, you demonstrate a willingness to learn, adapt, and take on more. This commitment is evident in the way you carry yourself, the decisions you make, and the actions you take. It becomes clear to others and to yourself that you are capable of handling more than you could before. As a result, doors that once seemed closed begin to open, and opportunities that once felt out of reach become attainable. The process of growth also sharpens your skills and refines your abilities, making you more valuable in both personal and professional contexts. Opportunities are often tied to competence, and as you grow, your increased knowledge, experience, and expertise make you a stronger candidate for the kinds of roles, projects, or relationships you desire. People and organizations are naturally drawn to those who demonstrate growth because they recognize the potential for continued development and success. This makes you an attractive choice for new ventures, collaborations, and partnerships. Growth also changes the way you perceive and respond to opportunities. When you are committed to personal development, you cultivate an open mindset that allows you to see possibilities where others see obstacles. You become more attuned to recognizing potential in situations that might initially seem challenging or insignificant. This ability to spot opportunities and act on them is a direct result of your commitment to growth. It allows you to take advantage of circumstances that others might overlook and turn them into stepping stones for further progress. Another important aspect of growth is that it builds confidence. Confidence is a key factor in attracting opportunities because it communicates to others that you believe in your ability to succeed. When you are committed to growth, your confidence comes not from arrogance or false bravado, but from the genuine knowledge that you have put in the work to improve yourself. This self-assurance makes you more approachable, trustworthy, and compelling, all of which contribute to drawing opportunities your way. Opportunities are also influenced by the relationships you build, and growth plays a significant role in enhancing your connections with others. As you grow, you become more empathetic, understanding, and capable of effective communication. These qualities make you a better collaborator, leader, and friend, which naturally strengthens your relationships. Strong relationships often serve as a gateway to opportunities because people are more likely to recommend, support, or collaborate with those they trust and respect. Growth enhances your ability to form and maintain these kinds of meaningful connections. In addition to relationships, growth expands your network by exposing you to new environments, communities, and experiences. When you commit to growth, you actively seek out opportunities to learn and engage with others who share your values and aspirations. This proactive approach to networking increases your chances of encountering people and situations that align with your goals. The more you immerse yourself in growth-oriented environments, the more opportunities you are likely to encounter. Growth also fosters resilience, which is essential for capitalizing on opportunities. Not every opportunity presents itself in a straightforward or easy manner. Some require persistence, effort, and a willingness to overcome obstacles. When you are committed to growth, you develop the resilience needed to navigate these challenges and turn potential opportunities into tangible outcomes. This ability to persevere and adapt further enhances your ability to attract and seize opportunities. The energy of growth is contagious, inspiring those around you and encouraging them to invest in your potential. Whether it's through mentorship, partnerships, or collaboration, people are naturally drawn to those who are actively working to improve themselves. Your commitment to growth sends a powerful message that you are serious about making progress, and this message resonates with others who are in a position to offer opportunities. It creates a sense of trust and belief in your ability to rise to the occasion. In the end, the journey of growth is what sets you apart. It's what makes you dangerous, not in a destructive way, but in a way that commands respect and inspires transformation. When you commit to growth, you unlock a version of yourself that is unshakable, relentless, and magnetic. You stop being limited by fear, perfectionism, or the expectations of others, and you start to live with purpose, resilience, and unwavering action. When you start to live with other people's opinions, when you start to put your worth in the hands of others, you start to crave and want and need and desire. Progress becomes your focus, setbacks become your teachers, and opportunities seem to find their way to you because of the person you've chosen to become. Growth is not just about achieving, it's about evolving. It's about embracing the discomfort, the challenges, and the relentless pursuit of better. Because when you become addicted to growth, you don't just change your life, you elevate everyone and everything around you.